Welcome back to another episode of Stop and Talk. Today, there's a lot of shit that I need to cover. I was just going through life, and I was like, you know what? I gotta get this stuff off my chest. So yeah, we got a lot of freaking crazy shit I'm gonna talk about. All right, guys. So first, before I start on what I'm talking about, how are you? How was your Monday? What day is it today? Today is May 13th. We're already in May. How beautiful is it? Spring. We're like in the middle of spring. Shit is getting beautiful. Grass is becoming green. Trees are like babying some new leaves. What else? What the fuck happens in spring? Flowers are growing. Snow is receding. Actually, I don't think there's any more snow left. Be honest, guys, isn't that a freaking gorgeous thing to do when you just like walk outside and then like it just hits you. Yes, I don't see snow anywhere. Not even in like your peripheral vision. Like even in your peripherals, there's no snow. There's just no more shitty white garbage, cold fucking water clump. It's just green grass. But like it's actually not that green right now. Like right now, like winter just ended like a few weeks ago. And when winter just ends and all the snow recedes, and you look at the grass is not beautiful. It's like kind of like beige, and it's like, oh, this is not cool. This is shitty. Then you give it some time, you give it some water, and now we got spring, and spring is fucking beautiful. So yeah, that's what the fuck is up, guys. Spring is right here. It's time to take advantage. Today I'm taking my bike to the shop because fuck, it's got a flat tire. What an annoying occurrence. But I must do it. A little bit of that for a little bit of fun. Um, fuck. So guys, how's your week so far? How was your week? What did you guys do? What did you guys feel? Well, not me, what did you guys feel? That's a bit too personal. But how was it, guys? Was it good? Was it chill? Hmm? Was it spiritual? I had a spiritual phase once, but we're not gonna get into that. Guys, I had a good week this week. It was not like crazy. I just have a lot of fucking shit on my hands. Suck it, fucking secondary four or whatever, grade whatever, what 10. It is a demanding year, and I just can't wait for it to be off my shoulders. It is a bitch. But I was thinking this week. I have a lot of things I want to talk about because I was going through school this week, and I was thinking. I was talking to a lot of people and getting a lot of ideas because you know what I mean. I like that. I like talking to people. I like finding out things. I like talking to new people especially and learning how it is. Like, don't you guys like that? I don't know what you guys are like, but don't you guys just like ever just see somebody and like you're kind of forced to talk with them? Like they're just kind of sitting there and it's just you and them alone in a room. Like, let's just say a waiting room, for example, and you just feel the need to just like share. You know what I mean? Talk, and then you learn something new about somebody and you get some new ideas on new perspective on this fucked up world that we're living in. So I was doing that at my school and I was learning a lot of people at my school lack confidence, like self-esteem issues, like a lot, like a dangerous amount. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, wow, like, because we know we know a low self-esteem is common, you know what I mean? And I could just say it all the time, oh yeah, low confidence, low confidence, low confidence. But it's different when you actually witness it and you see these people and you see how much it kills them inside. Because thankfully, I'm the type of guy who doesn't really give a poop about life. So like my confidence level is like I don't even have a level. Like it's just kind of bleh. Like I don't really care what people think about me. But then I do, you know what I mean? I'm complicated. I'm not really low. I wouldn't consider myself low because I do crazy stupid things. I'm very honest. You know what I mean? If somebody I'll tell you how it is straight up. You know what I mean? So I don't really consider myself with a low self-esteem. But I was talking to people and I noticed really what it is in person and it's kind of oh my like it's a bit like it's crazy. Like I was thinking to myself, how do we become insecure? You know what I mean? Like, how does it start? Because I feel like when you're a kid, you're never insecure. You know what I mean? Like when you're like an 8-year old, 6-year old, I don't know, freaking two, even 0 year old. You're not insecure. You don't care. Especially when you're a baby. When you're a baby, who the hell cares? You're just kind of like eating your fingers, fucking munching on some spaghetti, and your face is mad dirty with sauce, but you don't give a poop. You see people look at you, you laugh at them. You're like, fuck, I don't know. I'm just a little baby child. And then I don't know. As we get older, like 5 years old, we start wanting to be cool. But again, it doesn't really hit you. You know what I mean? And then it starts to hit you. You start to become insecure around like the ages of 10, 11, around puberty. You know what I mean? So I'm guessing. I'm not a fucking physicist, but or a psychology, but I'm not sure. Do you think that uh, going through puberty is like is like a correlation between puberty and becoming insecure? Because really, when you think about it, before you hit puberty, there's no real insecurity. You know what I mean? Like, yes, maybe you have that weird mole on your neck, or maybe you have like a short arm and a long leg, or a big nose but small eyes, or a big like a weird hair. Maybe you smell, but you don't really care. You know what I mean? Then puberty starts and you start to really care. And why does that happen? What does puberty have to do with that? I have no idea. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's because we want to. It's like it starts the saga, the big saga, and I've talked about this many times. But the start of puberty begins the start of liking girls or liking guys or both, and being insecure maybe it's because you really want to appeal to the other gender, like a lot. So maybe that's the reason, and you start becoming insecure. But that is crazy. And that brings me to my next point. How do we become more confident after that? Like after all this garbage starts, how do we become more confident? And that could be a real problem. Now, I obviously deal with insecurity issues. I'm not a perfect motherfucker. I don't know if you guys, if anybody of you have seen me in real life, I ain't perfect. I'm a weirdo. I'm like, I'm like freaking. I have no idea. I can't even compare. Like, I don't know who the hell I'm just this weird blob of a dude walking in the street, minding his own business, doing weird shit. But we all deal with. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect in this world. Let's be honest. Nobody is. We all deal with insecurity issues, and it brought me to this question: how do we become more confident? What's the solution? You know what I mean? Because I used to be like that, and I brought myself to here now, where I'm less insecure. Yes, I deal with a little bit insecurities here and there. You know what I mean? Like, of course, I care about my smell. I care about my hair. If my beard is getting out of control, well, not my beard, but my fucking peachy, pubescent, little skinny hairs grow. I get insecure about that. I want to shave it off. Obviously, my weight is a huge one. You know what I mean? I'm getting real personal, but it's true. You know, I feel like we all deal with these stupid little tiny things that shouldn't bug us. Things that make us human bug us. And that's really weird when you think about it. How come things that make us human, like a bit of facial hair, our weight varies. You know, sometimes you eat and sometimes you don't eat, and sometimes it varies, you know what I mean? And your hair, your body shape, what you say, these are all human characteristics, and it's something that we don't like, and that's insane. I wish we could all just accept that we're human, but that's not gonna happen. Let's be honest. So, that brings me to my question: how do we become more confident? And the answer might surprise you, but I think personally, maybe answer can vary from you. I don't know what you guys think. You guys are always welcome to share. I don't mind, but I think really a huge key to become more insecure, and this is easier said than done. Wait, water break. Mm. H2O. Um, a real big key, and again, might be easier said than done, is to care less. And yes, that may be a bit vague, but when you really think about it, just care less. Take your mind off of people. Maybe it's the people you're hanging out with too. Maybe you're hanging out with that person who puts a lot of pressure on looks and the vibe that you give out. You know what I mean? Because we all have that one friend that really cares about their image. And maybe it's time to let go of that person. You know what I mean? Maybe it's that thing. Maybe it's them causing the stress, you know what I mean, of the image that you have to be bringing up. And it kind of, maybe that's the problem. Um, You can still be friends, but just like dissing yourself. Be yourself for a bit. Um, what else could help? I don't. I just really think it's the whole point is to care less, to not put so much importance on the image you export out. You know what I mean? Like just kind of be yourself. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? And if somebody doesn't like you, there's 8 billion people on this planet. If that one person doesn't like you, somebody will. You know what I mean? And I think that's easily forgotten because if somebody doesn't like you, it's the end of the world. But who gives a shit? You know what I mean? They don't like you. There's fucking billions of people out there that will like you. For sure. I guarantee it. You know what I mean? And if you're trying so hard to make somebody like you, and if you desire that so badly, you know what I mean? That just tells you you're a good person and somebody will appreciate your company. You know what I mean? But don't try so hard to get somebody to like you when they clearly don't because they're just missing out. They're being an asshole. They're thinking about something else, thinking about getting a relationship. And right now, that's not what you need. So, well, I don't know what you need, but I just feel like, who gives a shit? Be yourself. Who cares? Yeah. I don't know why we care what people think about us. It's such a weird concept. It's like we all know it's a thing. We all know people. We all know that. And nobody on this planet, I don't care who you are, we all care what people think about us. But why? We all want to be better than each other. That's the thing. I guarantee you, that's just the whole premise of this whole thing is we all want to be more superior than the other race. You know what I mean? I just wish for one day we could all just be like, fuck what you think. I'm doing my own thing. God. Oh God. Fucking high school. High school's retarded. Uh, like and I feel like I live in Canada, obviously, so Montreal, so it's kind of like, high school's a bit more, I think, chiller here. It's like less. I go to school with like 300 people, so it's very small. You know what I mean? Our school is kind of like chill, and it's very diverse in my school, and it's not as pressured. And I've never been to the States, but the way movies portray high school, that, my friend, that is whole. I was watching a part, this is a really shitty movie I'm gonna my name off. I don't recommend it. It's not part of my recommendation list like from last week. But Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, and even all the Spider-Man movies. This is what gets to me. What I don't get it. Why do movies portray high school so unrealistically? Like, I feel like the filmmakers never went to high school. Like, do they just think that bullies go up to people, pick them up by like nerds by their feet, lift them upside down because they're strong as hell, and they say, "Give me your lunch money." What are you doing? Who who was like sitting down in a chair at the movie governing board and was like, "Yeah, um, I think bullies should hang skinny people with glasses upside down and shake money. Like people carry change in their pockets, like mad change. And like what even if you succeed, what's change gonna buy you? A dollar, what's the dollar gonna buy you? Not you can't even get a Gatorade with a dollar. Bruh, give me a break. So this guy's at the meeting, he's like, yeah, we're gonna have this. We're gonna have all the people who play sports. Doesn't matter. Even if you play oh my god, my voice. Even if you play volleyball, you have to wear like a varsity jacket and you have to automatically by law be a bully and a jerk and be stupid. So if you're jock, you're stupid, a bully, and you're mean, but you're like big and strong and you get all the ladies. Oh, and there's obviously a cheerleader and a head cheerleader. There has to be a head cheerleader, guys. Um, and there has to be the nerd club, and they all have to be wearing glasses because glasses signify nerdness, right, guys? Um, oh, and lastly, and this one is like the most important, is there has to be absolute chaos every day. There has to be paint thrown. There has to be like a chicken running in the hallway. This is what high school is, guys. And if you don't agree with me, then get off my movie. God, like whoever that guy is, I want to go up to him and tell him, "Oh, what are you doing? That is not how high school works." And whoever told he didn't go to high school, guys. I'm telling you, he did not go to high school, or she did not go. She did not go to high school because that is ridiculous. High school is not like that. I'll tell you what high school is. If you guys don't go to high school, I'm pretty sure most of my viewers are high school. All of my one viewers are high schoolers. High school is just like everybody goes there, and 80% of people who go there want to just get the work done and go home. 80%. The other 20% are people looking for attention and yelling, and not yelling, but just looking for a quick laugh and a quick eye glance at them because they are desperate for that. I don't know why, but we'll get into that another time. And then that's it. And then tired ass teachers who don't want to be teaching anymore because it doesn't pay enough and it's not worth it. You know what I mean? And the kids are annoying as balls. Most of the kids that go to school don't even care. And I don't even know if you guys knew this. And this is insane. High school, well, not high school, school in general, it's ridiculous because if you, I read this study. Does it not blow your mind, guys, that most of what you learn happens after school? I'm not even joking. School barely teaches you anything. I think all school teaches you how to do is deal with insane amount of work. You know, an unreal amount of work that you guys that we shouldn't really be doing right now because right now we're like what, 13 to 17 years old. This is your prime time, guys, to have fun with your life. Go to the park, play sports, go home with your friend, play some video games. You know what I mean? Do some deep talks, learn about your body. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get into that because that's a bit fucked up. But have fun. You know what I mean? Do things. You know what I mean? It's so not meant to be spending 7 hours a day cooped up in a classroom, uh, with people who don't even want to be teaching you. Let's be honest here. Well, there's always that one teacher who's unrealistically passionate about teaching. I don't know how they do it. But yeah, this it's just a weird concept. You know what I mean? School, you know, and I understand it teaches you how to deal with the work. You know what I mean? Because in life, that's how it's gonna be. You're gonna get mad work every day, and you have to deal how to compensate with it. And I get that, but I feel like school just does it wrong. Something has to change. Something has to change. Like less hours or different types of classes. You know what I mean? Because I feel like like example. I'm 16-year-old, right? And obviously whatever. I I recently I got a job in the summer. I was working for this factory shit. Terrible ass job. Well, it was not terrible, it was just tiring. And I had to do my taxes recently, like a month ago. I had no idea how to do my taxes. And you want to know something very fucked up? Math class, you learn about parabolas, you learn about fucking systems of equations, all these fancy ass words, trigonometry, all these fancy ass scientific words, but nowhere in that program, and I'm in the highest sector, I'm in the scientific math where it's supposedly the advanced class. Nowhere in that class does it teach me how to do my taxes. How insane is that? And that's crazy. They see all this bullshit how it's supposed to prepare you for the future. I don't even know how to do my taxes. I have to get my dad to tell me how to do it. You know what I mean? And I still don't understand. It's complicated as hell. I do not understand it. School is fucking and it's not just taxes. It's everything. It's how to money management. I don't know how to manage my money in a bank. You know what I mean? I don't know how to do all this stuff. All this stuff that's supposed to carry me in life. I don't even know how to do it yet, and I don't even know how I'm gonna learn. Like I'm gonna have to just sit down one day and just figure it out for myself. But school is not gonna do it for me. Hell no. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is um freaking what what the hell is like history gonna do for me? You know what I mean? Like history could all be done in like 2 or 3 classes. Honestly, you don't need to learn about all the specific details. You really don't. But they do it anyway. I don't know how to cook. Well, I know how to cook a bit, but like not enough. Like I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to do my taxes. I don't know how to manage my money. I don't know how to get a car. I don't know how to drive a car. There should be a driving class. Wouldn't that be sick? Shouldn't there be a driving class in high school? You know what I mean? I don't know how to. I don't know shit all. I'm just a dumbass teen right here, and I feel like some of these things schools should be teaching you. You know what I mean? How to freaking, how to freaking build a desk. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be a cool class? Just teaching you how to go through life. Like, that's what I feel like school should be about. Teaching you how to go through life. Telling you the problems you're gonna encounter and how to deal with them. But no, no one tells you that. And then people out of this have no interest for the schoolwork. And then they're just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna pay attention. And then once high school is done, they're kicked out into the real world and they're there and they have no idea what to do. Especially when they don't have a secure home life with no good family and a tough living situation. What are they gonna do? You know what I mean? School didn't teach them. They're lost now. You know what I mean? And it's tough. It's really tough. And I am so. It's one of my biggest fears is to be lost after high school because it's a really scary concept. But yeah, but yeah, schools are messed up. Elementary was fun. I enjoyed elementary more than high school, guaranteed, because I feel like elementary I cared less about everything, you know what I mean? And there was like a music class, gym class, you actually got to do fun things. Now gym class is just everybody sitting down, they don't care. Um, the English classes, they're always fun, you know what I mean? It wasn't just always work, 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 work. It was life lessons, you know what I mean? Like the teacher had like monologues where they would just talk about shit. You know, it was interesting. You know, it got your attention as a kid. You know what I mean? Some classes you just wanted to talk all the time. You know what I mean? But yeah, messed up, guys. I don't know. But now schools are even. I know this subject of today is guaranteed gonna be schools. Like I'm on a school rant right now. I was reading the other day. No, I was reading. Fuck, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I don't fucking read. But I heard somewhere that there's a school. I don't know where. I think it was in the States. Somewhere in the States. You know they do things fucked up there. There was this group of kids. They were playing tag, and this kid fell, and I think he got hurt in like around the head. You know what I mean? Sounds so weird, but he got hurt around the head, and the person, the teacher, right? Uh, Tried to help out, and then the parent came and he got all mad that the kid got hurt. So the solution to this problem wasn't to the solution wasn't to just put a band-aid on and say be careful next time. No, the solution was this: ban tag. What? Who? What? Why would you? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, take it back now, y'all. Can I please understand why the hell that is the solution? They banned tag. Like I grew up on that sport. I learned so when you really think about it, you learn from that sport. You learn how to run. You know, you learn how to dodge. You learn how to just have fun with your friends. You grow friendships that way. You know what I mean? It's the best, one of the best basic sports ever. Tag, and they banned it because a parent came and was all a bitch and was like, "Oh, my kid got hurt." Like I feel like we're so lazy today. Like instead of just letting kids get hurt and then heal themselves and then take it from there and learning, okay, next time I'll have more balance. No, we just give up and we say ban it, ban this, ban that. No running, no tag. I'm telling you, schools today were it's too controlled. There's too much banning going on. Like, why are you banning so much? This is ridiculous. They ban running. Like what? Why would you ban running? Like, no wonder we're getting fat as a fucking population. All our kids are not running anymore. And then instead they're playing Fortnite. I went to this party yesterday, okay, guys, and this little kid came up to me. Little kid, like probably at best 5 years old, comes up to me and is like, "Do you play Fortnite?" I looked at him and I said, "Why the fuck do you know what Fortnite is?" I'm joking. I didn't do it like that. I was like, "Oh, why do you know what Fortnite is?" But but seriously, how weird is that? How does he know what Fortnite is? I don't get. This is when I was 5 years old, guys. When I was 5 years old, and I feel like my generation was one of the last generations where we put importance on going outside. Really, one of the lasts. You know what I mean? I know every generation says that, but we were really there. Even the generation before us was more outsidey, but ours was one of the last ones who really truly appreciated going outside as kids. But right now I don't get. Right now I never go outside. It's really bad. Oh, I talked about it already last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago. I don't want to get into that, but this kid comes up to me and tells me that. Why does he know that? And I'll fucking tell you why, guys. Because there's no people, schools are banning just the fun part of being a kid. And then they say, oh, you're talking too much, you're annoying me too much, and they shove a phone in their face to quiet them. We're just lazy. Like, what is going on with this parenting situation? Just giving kids an iPad so they would shut up. Oh my god. My bad. The fucking audio cut out. What a stupid ass phone I have. Yeah, no surprise. I record this with my phone and earphones. That's how rich I am. Mm. It was a good though. I needed that stoppage. I was going on a little bit of a rant there, talking about phones. But yeah, it's insane. I was thinking the other day, you know what I mean? How we're always on our phones so much, you know what I mean? And especially kids. And I was thinking of myself because we always blame other people. So I thought it'd be really cool today if I go on my phone and I look at my screen time usage because let's be honest, at the end of the day, it's pretty bad. I want to see actually what's my screen usage on this phone. Psst, this fucking recording thing in my way. Guys, I want to have like a what do you call it? I wish if I was popular enough, which I'm really not. Guys, if guys, can I just say before I end this podcast, if you guys really enjoy this podcast, share it with others because if you guys really like it and you like what I say and like all this shit that I talk about, share it with others. Tell people about it because it could really help me out. You know what I mean? And hopefully one day I could get a freaking microphone. You know what I mean? But I won't ask for that. It's too much, obviously, but it's all up to you. Okay, I want to see. What the hell is downtime? Get a schedule for time away from. What the hell? I want to see use screen time password. Okay, let's take a look. Last 7 days. During the last week, I spent 3 hours and 21 minutes on Snapchat. Holy shit! In a week, I spent 3 hours and 21 minutes on Snapchat. Does that make me basic? Ah, shit, I'm basic. 2 hours and 10 minutes on Instagram. Oh my god. That is bad. Guys, I spent a total of 5 hours and 30 minutes on Snapchat and Instagram. I think I have a basic problem. Oh fuck. 46 minutes on YouTube. Yeah. 36 minutes on notes. I feel like that's too much. 36 minutes in a week on notes? That's so weird. Oh, wow. That's so weird. Oh my god. That's so weird. Oh god. I spent too much time on that shit. Way too much time. I don't know why. It just kind of takes my mind off shit. Would you guys just like going on memes for like a bit? You know what I mean? Just like looking at stupid shit and then you just like lose yourself. I don't know why. Why do memes just take us away? It's so weird. I don't know why. Like, I feel like it shouldn't, but it just does. And is it just me, or every time you say, "Okay, this is the last one," you watch like then you like look at another like 14 more memes? It's just so addicting. I don't get it. It is surprisingly weird. Oh my god. All right, guys. So I don't. I think my little school rant is over. I need to just get that off my chest, you know what I mean? Because it was bothering me, you know. I went to school this week and I had a lot of fucking garbage that went on. And you'd be surprised how much shit you could witness in a week, you know what I mean? And all of this exploded in a big rant. I'm sorry that you guys have to be the product of that. You guys, I take out all my ranting and it comes out of this podcast. I feel bad for Chris though. I had already recorded like two really decent podcasts. I just listened to it. I'm like, we talk about literally nonsense, and I didn't feel like I didn't feel like you guys would learn anything from those podcasts. Like, I feel like you guys would listen to that, and you'd be like, what the hell are they saying? So I was like, I don't really like it. So I had to record this other one. I'm late. I have to do all the editing now tonight. So this comes out on a Monday, so that all one person could hear this. Oh, fuck me. But all this for you guys. I love doing this. So if you guys like it, again, share. That's all I could ask. You know what I mean? I'm not asking much. I do this for just to teach you guys a little thing, teach you guys about my perspective on this motherfucking world. Uh, guys, I think I might wrap it up real soon. But before I wrap up this mess of us podcast, I just want to say this. This week, when you go into school, because I'm guessing you guys listen to this on Monday. For those who listen to this on Monday, because you guys just got home from school, or work, or preschool, and you guys listen to this, when you go into school tomorrow on Tuesday, and then for the rest of the week, try to care less about what other people think about you. Try to just go through life in the way you want to do. Because no matter what influence people could tell you, no matter what the fuck anybody could tell you, you're gonna grow up in your own unique and awesome way. And the last thing I'm gonna tell you on this podcast is to just be yourself. I don't care what that is. I don't care if you're a fucking I don't care if you like to kiss pizza, or if you like to run outside with your boxers yelling onomatopoeia. I don't really care. Just be yourself. Be happy. Do whatever it takes to make yourself happy. And that's all that matters at the end of the day, is to make you happy, not to make others people happy, because that is ridiculous and that is not fair to you or to anybody else. So be happy, be yourself, and just live this week at your pace. Don't try to be something you're not. Don't try to copy other people because you think that's what's gonna make them like you. Just fuck the world for this week and just be yourself. So that's what I'm gonna end off with today, guys. You can find me on frank._.0215 on Instagram and Frank_1502 on Snapchat. And obviously, if you're listening to this on Spotify, I'm on YouTube at Stop and Talk Podcast. And if you're listening to this on YouTube, I'm on Spotify at Stop and Talk, and Anchor, and Google Play, and all those other stupid platforms. So go check it out. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I am on Spotify, obviously, so it's much easier than YouTube. I still put my shit out on YouTube. I don't know when I'm gonna stop. I might stop soon putting it on YouTube and just go straight on Spotify. But we'll see. I'll make the jump maybe later. I want to transition, see how I like it. But if you guys enjoy it, obviously, you can always give me suggestions on what I could talk about next week. I'm always open to that. If you guys want me to talk about a subject, just send me a little message and I'll talk about it. But that'll be all for this week, guys. I'll be back next Monday, of course. Have a great week, and I shall see you next week. See you later, you motherfuckers.